All right, good evening, everybody. It's 6 o'clock. It's Thursday, December 11th. We're here in Desert Hot Springs. This is the regular meeting of the Public Safety Commission for the City of Desert Hot Springs. Can we call the meeting to order? Okay. Can we get a roll call, please, Gerald?
Commissioner Flores?
Here.
Commissioner Lance?
Present.
And Vice Chair Meyer.
Present.
Commissioner Sanchez and Chairman Lozano are absent.
Okay. And we hope everything's going good with them. So, Pledge of Allegiance. You know what, I've picked on we've all picked on all the members before, so should we pick on Chief Shaw to lead us in the pledge?
Place your hand over your heart, repeat after me. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you, Chief. Okay. Do we have any public comments, Gerald?
No, we do
Oh,
not.
I'm sorry. Approval of the agenda.
I make a motion to approve.
Okay.
Second.
Thank you, Charles. Can we vote, please, Gerald?
Process of elimination.
Motion passes unanimously.
Great, thank you, sir. All right, let's get to public comments. Do we have any?
No, we do not.
Okay, then we'll bypass reading all the rules for that and move on to administrative reports. We'll go to the Animal Control Monthly Report with Tyler, please.
Good evening, Commissioners. Wow, that's loud. We'll start off with Animal Control. So for the month of November 2025, Animal Control completed a total of 114 service requests. We had a total of 55 intakes. 13 of those were returned to owner. 11 animals were adopted. We sent 13 animals to a rescue. Took a total of 59 animals to the vet. 20 animals were dead on arrival. We had 0 pass away in our care. 11 animals were severely injured and needed to be euthanized. It's not something that we're going to go out and pick from our shelter to go euthanize. We are a no-kill shelter. We do not kill for space needs. I just want to say that. We issued 10 licenses and we issued a total of 12 administrative citations totaling $5,270. That's going to conclude the animal control report, but I'm happy to answer any questions.
Questions? No? Tyler, I got a question. When it says administrative citations, what are we talking about there? What kind of things are we talking about?
Okay, it's several different things. The most common one is going to be for a stray, or letting your animal run at large. So a stray animal that we find, we can return back to you, but we do need to cite you so we can curb that. It could be for not having a license. It could be for spay and neuter reasons, depending on if the dog's required to have a spay and neuter. It could be for a dog bite that happens, so now we have to do a home quarantine on that dog or bring it in shelter for a quarantine. It really depends. There's a lot of different stuff that we cite for. We did adopt the Riverside County's Animal Code, their Title VI. That's what we follow, so pretty much everything under Title VI is what that's going to encompass.
Okay, and then you were talking about, can you talk about staffing?
Our staffing levels right now, we are fully staffed. We did replace, we have a temp actually in for our administrative assistant. So we did have applications go out for that. I have received several applications. I'm not sure if it's still online. I believe it's taken down at this point, so we can start a review and see if there's any potential individuals that we do want to go out for hire. We are fully staffed on the kennel side now, and we're fully staffed with our animal control officers, and we did fill the lead position for the animal control officers. So our staffing is looking pretty good right now.
All right, good deal.
We made a lot of, well, not a lot. We made a lot of operational changes down there to be more efficient. So I think our staffing levels we're right on target.
All right. No other questions? No? Okay, great. Thank you, sir. And we'll switch to you to go to the Code Compliance Monthly Report.
For code compliance, for November of 2025, we received 134 service requests. We issued a total of 119 notices of violations. We opened up 106 cases. We performed 434 inspections, issued a total of 40 citations, totaling $14,400. And that's going to conclude my report for code compliance.
Questions for Code? No? Okay. I keep noticing, though, we still have like the Hyundai and some other buildings like that. Have you guys gotten an update on any of those? Like where they're at in process, like some of those buildings and things? Yeah. Not too long ago? Okay.
I
Yeah.
passed by there the other day and it is gutted, yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah,
So
I know
for-
we were
So I
getting
think it's
regular.
work in progress.
Yeah, the Hyundai is a receivership, so it is a work in progress. The receiver is required to provide regular updates to the judge to make sure that it is moving forward and progressing, not at a stalemate.
Okay.
And you can tell they're making progress.
And the other property over there on Fifth and Palm, that one, it was also under a receivership, but they did just pass their final inspection, so they're good to go. They got a certificate of occupancy.
Yeah, I noticed they redid the whole thing. It looks nice. So
Many years coming, but we finally got it there,
Yeah,
so.
congrats. Okay.
It's a big win for our department and for our team.
Yeah, it is, because that building's been there a long time, but it's kind of a cool building.
We've
so.
seen all kinds of stuff run through that building too. It had a fire at one point.
Oh, yeah.
It's been broken into countless times. So I'm glad that we finally got to button that one up and call it a close.
Okay. All right, good deal. Yeah, bring us successes like that. I think it's always good to hear successes like that.
Definitely, I'll make sure I provide a synopsis
Okay,
next
great.
month.
Thank you, sir.
Typically we do, but.
All right, we'll move on to the Fire Department monthly report with Chief White.
Good evening, Commissioners. Brian White, Fire Chief for the City of Desert Hot Springs. So for the month of November, there were a total of 478 emergencies within the jurisdiction of Desert Hot Springs. Consistent with the national average, roughly 86% of those are medical emergencies. So in this case, 398 for medical emergencies. There was 25 false alarms, 13 public service assists, 19 traffic collisions, and then the other call types are kind of scattered in that top table there on your left. Looking at response times, we had 251 responses were 5 minutes or less, 95 were greater than 5 minutes. When we start looking at that 10, 20 minute, so we had 9 at 10, one response greater than 20 minutes. Your average response time is at that 4.37. And then when we look at the overall metrics, so percentage of calls where we're meeting that 5 minute benchmark was at 70.51%. So looking at the jurisdictions and mutual aid given and received and how that broke out. So for the month of November, within the City of Desert Hot Springs, you had 297 responses for the engine company, 214 for the squad out of Fire Station 37, and then mutual aid given. So 114 times total between the engine and squad responded outside of the jurisdiction, and then mutual aid received. So those are fire engines or different fire apparatus responding into the City of Desert Hot Springs, and that occurred 171 times for the month of November. So our truck report, Truck 33, which is out of the City of Palm Desert, responded into Desert Hot Springs one time for the month of November. And then our significant incidents was on November 1st. There was a structure fire off of San Juan Road. A company officer reported a single-story, single-family dwelling with smoke from the attic space, and the firefighters were able to contain the fire to the attic while performing salvage and saving some of the belongings on the interior of the structure. Other notable news for the fire department is Fire Station 98 opened on November 24th. We put a 4-person engine company there. So they, very first day, ran a cardiac arrest. They responded into the hospital for 2 patients that were suffering from a significant medical emergency. So we're already seeing the benefits of that apparatus being in service. So the Quint, which is the truck, is at the fire station now, and we're currently working a plan to get all of the personnel through that training. Our initial target was December 22nd, and we're having some supply chain issues still with some of the fire equipment that is going to go on that fire apparatus. And then also our training plan is becoming a little bit more complex with changes at both the state and the national requirements for an apparatus like that. So it's going to be delayed a little bit, maybe January or February, but we have the plan in place and we're working on getting those personnel through the required training. So great addition having Station 98 open. We are seeing, I stopped by the other day and did a brief segment with KSQ, and it was cool to see in the front of the fire station we have our rip and run, which is where you get like a receipt for each one of the calls that comes out, and it tells you the address, and they had a roll of those that were coming out of the printer. So that tells me that it's doing exactly what we anticipated it to do, which was relieve some of the pressure off of Station 37 here in the central part of the city. So we are anticipating a grand opening of that fire station sometime in January. Other notable news for the fire department, we hired an additional battalion chief. His name is Ryan Kirby. He is finishing up all of his training requirements as well as his ride-outs, and then looking forward to introducing him here to the commission as soon as he completes all of his required training. That's it for the fire department for the month of November, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
Yeah, I was just going to ask about Station 37, if they have felt some kind of relief with the new station being opened.
They have, so
Have they
especially,
noticed?
especially for the fires. So they've responded to 2 fires already. So having that third fire engine in close proximity definitely helps support the overall operations. It gets the right amount of firefighters on scene so that we can get to work quickly. We did, part of that 98 transition was the squad at 37. That staffing was moved over to 98. But they are definitely feeling for our critical call types, so traffic collisions with extrication, the structure fire responses. So it is definitely helping.
Okay, good. That's good to hear.
Charles?
No, it just seems like the whole city is moving in a positive direction for first time in a long time. So it's just nice to see and be witness to it. So keep doing what you're doing.
So just to confirm, in Station 37, you just got the engine, and then 98's got another engine and the squad while it's waiting for the Quint?
Correct.
Okay. So that's like a loaner engine until,
Correct. We
Yeah.
borrowed an engine from the county.
Okay.
We were able to outfit it. It has all the same equipment, the ALS gear. But again, that ladder truck with the specialized equipment will be online in a few months.
okay, so then we have and now that I'm kind of overseeing a paramedic academy, I'm kind of interested in this stuff now, right? So, because I need to get my students hired. So we have a paramedic on 37, we have 2 paramedics in the squad 37, and then you have 1 paramedic riding on the engine out of 98, right?
Correct. So Squad 37, that staffing is a portion of the overall staffing of Station 98. So the squad is no longer in service. It still exists. It's there. There are times where we have plans to use that apparatus. But yes, so you have a paramedic on engine 37 and a paramedic currently on engine 98 or the Quint when it goes in service, as well as Station 36, which is the county engine within the city's jurisdiction. So you have 3 opportunities if you are looking to do preceptorships with your students out of COD. We'd be happy to take them.
Oh yeah, I'm sure my people are scheduling like crazy, so they just finished all their classroom stuff today. They passed their final skills test, so they're going into internship next week, I believe, or the following.
Oh,
So,
nice.
Awesome.
so yeah, so okay, great, thank you. So, all right, then we're going to move on to the police department report with Chief Shaw.
Thank you and good evening. So we're going to start tonight. I want to introduce the new deputy chief. So Deputy Chief Jeff Hattersley started with the police department just last week. Jeff has a tremendous amount of experience coming from a couple of different agencies. I'll let him give you that information, but this was about a 10-month work in progress. So I'm really excited that Deputy Chief Hattersley has been able to join us. And then starting in January, he'll be sitting in this chair and he will be the liaison, police department liaison to the Public Safety Commission for you. But with that, I just would like him to take a minute just to introduce himself.
Good evening, Commissioners. My name is Jeff Hattersley, like the Chief said, and I am your new Deputy Chief of Police. Happy to be here. I bring 35 years of experience to the city, and I do look forward to working with you and the community. Worked Sacramento, worked up in Grants Pass, Oregon, so both places that you probably heard in the news with different things happening, and I'm happy to bring that experience here, and I'm happy to be here in the Desert Hot Springs working with everyone here. So thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And then just going over the crime
questions for the
stats.
Did you have any questions for the chief?
Oh, no, I was going to comment, what a great time to come on board with the city when everything's pretty smooth. So, I mean,
Don't jinx it.
going to be kind of hard to shine when everything's already squeaky clean, so, but good luck.
We'll find plenty for him to do though, for sure, so. So looking at the crime stats, you have the stats there for November, and then obviously from January to November. For the month of November, when you're looking at person crimes, which is violent crime, compared to the same month last year, we saw a 26% reduction in our violent crime. For property crime, same time last year, the month of November, we saw a 32% decrease. And then crimes against society, which basically is our arrest, a big part of that being narcotics violations, that type of thing. We had an increase of arrest of 20% up from the same time last year. So overall right now, our Group A offenses are down 18% for the month of November compared to November of 2024. We are tracking for the end of the year to have an overall reduction in both violent crime and property crime. So as we get closer here to the end of December, I don't want to jinx us, but come January, we'll give you those overall numbers. But this will be the 5th year in a row that we should see a reduction in the crime stats overall for the city of Desert Hot Springs. So good news with that. In terms of the activity from the officers, again, tracking to what's been pretty consistent over the entire year and compared to the same year last year. We had just over 2,900 calls for service for the month of November, 110 arrests, and 159 citations. So officers are busy answering calls, but also busy doing a lot of proactive work with their arrests and citations throughout the city. And then just other stuff going on. Last week, we had 2 new officers graduate from the Riverside Sheriff's Academy. Officer Roman Camacho and Officer Keith Ruiz graduated after 6 months in the academy last week, and they started their field training program with us this week. So we are very excited to have them out in the field. And then just a reminder, this Saturday is the City Holiday Parade and Festival. The parade will start up at Palm and Mission Lakes at 5:45 in the evening. It'll end at 2nd and Palm. And then on Pearson will be shut down between Cactus and I think it's Mesquite. For the vendors out there, free carnival rides for the kids, food vendors and stuff like that. So good time by all. There'll be a stage, some live entertainment. So if you're able to come out and enjoy that event, Roberta Cernick has put that on the last several years, and it really is a fun family event to come out and enjoy. So do that if you can. And then construction continues to move on. If you look at the building, it looks, I was just talking to the fire chief, it's looking like a building. There's like windows and doors in it and everything like that. It's coming along great. It's still projected to be completed March of 2026. So we are moving along quickly with that. So I'm excited to have that happen. So that concludes my report. Happy to answer any questions.
Questions for the chief?
No, thank you.
No, I'm good. I'm just over here all smiles because, I mean, I've been here so long, I just remember what the city was like. So positive changes, and hopefully I don't jinx it either, but,
Right?
Yes,
you know, from homelessness to, the violent crime, there has to be leading the county or the valley rather than always trailing behind and just having a horrible reputation. It just speaks volumes to everybody sitting over there and way back there in the back. I look forward to the positive changes that you're going to bring on board also.
Yeah, great time for the city, both, I mean, obviously for the police department, but city overall, the growth of the city.
Yes.
The housing, some businesses coming in here, it's really great. Don't forget, because I failed to mention, the concert events at our downtown concert event venue. So twice a month, one Saturday is a live event, the second Saturday is a DJ event, but we've done, I think, 3 now. All of them have been a lot of fun. The next one is December 20th. I don't ask me the name because I don't know the name, but the band is, the lead singer is the actual voice and person that does SpongeBob, which I'm not a SpongeBob, but I know it's pretty popular. And so it should be a pretty fun event if you're able to come out for that. So.
Okay. The chief, the numbers look great. I know a little bit about numbers, and the burglary number gets me. That's That's the true test. So congrats, the number looks awesome. I know everyone wants to look at homicides, but burglary is the true number. That's the one that impacts everybody, so. But it does lead me to one question, which is what our commission is always supposed to be looking at is personnel costs are always the number one thing in your budget. How are you doing on your budget you've always been good on your budget, but you've never been fully staffed. So now that you're getting fully staffed, I'm wondering where you're sitting at as far as.
Yeah, it's going to be, it'll be interesting to see once we start putting the numbers together. Right now, with the 2 officers that just came out of the academy last week, that's number 32 and 33. So we are fully staffed right now. So now we're working in the overstaffing that I've received approval from for the city council to go up to 36. One of those slots, so if we say number 34, is already, we have another individual that's in the police academy right now. He just started 2 months ago, so he'll graduate like March, April of next year. But we're already seeing it. We're seeing the change in our patrol squads, because that's been my focus, is building up the patrol squads, providing some relief for the patrol officers. We're seeing that change. We are also, this month there's some testing and interviews going on, but next month it'll be, we're doing some internal promotions. So we'll be doing we're adding 2 new lieutenant spots to the police department, so to the administration part of the police department. Then we'll have 2 sergeant promotions, and then we'll have some internal movements available potentially within the detective bureau, potentially with our community response team. And then we are rejoining the PAC team in January. The PAC team is the county team that goes out and does compliance checks, probation compliance checks. We do have the highest number of probationers in the county still here in Desert Hot Springs. We haven't been part of the PAC team for about 1.5 years, almost 2 years, yet they have still come out to our city consistently and provided those compliance checks. So it was important to get back on that team. The nice part is that's reimbursable, so I'm getting full reimbursement for my personnel costs that'll be on that team. So, but it was important to get back on that team because of the work that they do. So we'll see here, probably pretty quickly over the next 6 months or so of the impact in terms of on the budget, how that's looking. Are we getting some good return in terms of overtime, which has always gone over budget because we haven't had the staffing. So it'll take a few months to see it, but I think we'll see it, and then we'll bring that to you as those numbers start to come in.
Okay, great. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean, when you look at our charter, we're supposed to be looking at the numbers, so.
Yeah, and we'll have to look, one of the things when we talk about the 2, we've got to look at our equipment. More officers, we need more cars. We're already struggling with cars because they're older and stuff. Today I was just going through with the new officers and issuing them radios, and we're looking at it's like, man, we need new batteries and our radio supply. So we have to project out and look at the next year or 2 years and stuff like that. So we'll see some increased costs in equipment because obviously we've got the bodies now that we need that equipment. But overall, the payoff is obviously well worth it.
Yeah.
But those things that you normally don't think about, you just think, hey, you got a body, but there's a lot of stuff that goes with that body to equip an officer and get them the training and supplies to go out there and actually do the work. So we'll be doing those comparisons and those numbers. Obviously, we're just halfway through the first year of a 2-year cycle. So when we're doing the mid-year budget, I don't expect a lot on the PD side, because it's still pretty early in that budget cycle, but as we get into year 2 and stuff like that, there may be some adjustments we have to make because we have that increased staffing. The hope is Post is finishing up their report, because if you recall, they were doing a staffing study for us. I'm hoping to have that by the first of the year, so we can start projecting out, and it's in line with our strategic plan, start projecting out over the next couple years of where we want to get. My goal is to get us to 45 officers, and I know we can't do that, in 1 year, but if we start looking at, 2-3 years out, and hey, how many can we add each year, and start planning for that, then we'll be looking good and set up well for the growth that's occurring right now within the city, and for what we need for the department, for what the officers are being asked to do. They're obviously being asked to do a lot more stuff with normally a lot less resources and stuff. So, so that 45 number is the one that is my goal to reach here in the next several years.
All right.
Thank you.
You have come a long way, because when I came here in '86, we had 2 patrol cars, a brown car with a light, and a Dodge SUV that was horrible. So yeah, good deal. All right. All right. Well, that's it for the monthly reports. Commissioners, you got anything?
Is it our time for reports?
Yeah, it's your time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to announce the upcoming event that we have on the 20th. The Club of Mujeres Latinas is putting a fundraiser for the scholarships for the Desert Hot Springs High School students, and also a toy giveaway. And it's going to take place at 12901 West Drive in Desert Hot Springs, and it's from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. So I ask you guys to come and support the vendors that will be there, because that's how we raise the money. Okay?
Okay. Charles?
No, I just need to hurry up and get out here and go build a float for this weekend's parade.
Well, I do have to report on an event that Commissioner Flores and I attended yesterday. Desert Hot Springs High School's Public Safety Academy, they had their award and recognition ceremony yesterday, and we got to see 82 seniors, juniors, sophomores, freshmen. Boy, they have a awesome program there. The cadets looked awesome. They're organized. They did a great job. They're doing a lot of training over there. I mean, I'm looking at them for my program like, oh yeah, I could use these young people there. So 2 of them.
My granddaughters
Yeah.
were there. And by the way, my Olivia knows who you are.
Oh, that's a scary
Yes.
thought. Yeah.
So, yeah, they're doing great since they started that program, the Safety Academy, so.
Yeah, your
I'm
granddaughter.
proud of them.
Your granddaughter looks like she's probably going to be trying for your job here in about 5 years, Chief. So.
Yeah, she was kind of bossy.
Yeah, she's in control. So, but it was a great event, and you know, if anyone ever says Desert Hot Springs, the young people who live here are not good people. They just need to go to an event like that and see the quality of the young people that are being raised in our city. So I raised both of my kids here, and they both turned out pretty good. So we do good things here. So okay, and then on December 19th, Chief.
Got the COD graduation.
Yeah.
Yep, so
Yeah.
looking forward to that.
Yeah, and the chief's going to be our keynote speaker. So I got to read his curriculum vitae, and wow, we have a good chief.
Condense it, feel free to condense it down. Just
No. I told him to leave it all in there. And then Chaplain Miller
Chaplain Miller
has
will be doing
agreed
the
to
invocation.
provide the invocation. So it's going to be an all DHS PD night. So if you want to come out and see 12 recruits graduate from Mod 3 and get ready for Mod 2, and our hope is that as we kick those recruits out, that, you know, DHS looks and picks up, well, you got Officer Camacho from us. And,
Yeah, we've got several from you, so it's a great hiring pool.
Yeah.
You got some great candidates in there.
Yeah, one of your cars stopped in front of my house the other night looking for a missing person, and the officer got out, and I go, hey, I know you. It was one of my former recruits. So it was very cool seeing that. And he looked good. He actually asked the right questions, too.
Good,
So
good.
they did a good job. So
Where is the graduation take place?
great question. It's going to be at College of the Desert in the Pollock Theater on Friday, December 19th. It starts at 6 p.m. We don't do a long, drawn-out ceremony. We get into it and take care of our students and our students' families. And so if you're interested in seeing it'll be a small graduation ceremony. It's not like some of our big ones, but
And it's
they're all
perfect,
good.
because right after that, I'm going next door to see Barry Manilow at McCallum Theater, so
Yes,
see his Christmas show. So.
yes, we were lucky to get the chief, so. All right, well, is there anything else for the good of the order? No? All right, well, then we will go ahead and close the meeting, and we wish everyone a happy holiday, a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you all in January.